Press the button. Okay, how are we looking? In game, we're looking, oh god. How are we looking? Twitch? Good. How are we looking? YouTube? Perfect. Let the chaos begin. I'm here. No, you're crypto. What do you mean? Oh god, is the multi-chat not working? Hold on. I might need to set some chaos up. Live? Live? Oh no, I'm very sorry, friend. Most of these trains are dead. Why do you think we're moving them? Hello, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? Hello from my new account. That would explain why it said first time chat on Twitch. Hello, hello. Welcome to House Flipping. This is going to be the dumbest idea for a stream in a hot minute, but it's what we're doing. Okay, it's not actually the dumbest, I find it really funny what we're actually trying to do here. Greetings, fellow. I'm out of creative ideas for an intro. Simple. What you need to do, GP30, is you need to go out of your way and break down a wall like the fucking, what's his name?
Yes.
That Kool-Aid man. There's the name. There's the name. I know how to words. Wheel of Pain, you say. I don't actually remember what Wheel of Pain is. Hold on. Ah, hydrate. Boring. I rolled a 6 for the record. Anyways, hello everybody. How are we all doing today? What the heck is going on? Because I quite frankly don't know. And an ad break. Yeah, but you didn't roll for the ad break, you cheater. Got a really fun idea for a drinking game for those old enough to participate. Every time you see an engine in Rail Router, you know how to words. That you own in scale form, you take a shot. You know what'd be even better? Every time you see us buy a new locomotive for the railroad, you have to take a shot. That would be even better. So, for those of you who don't know, because literally everybody is just joining, we just started the stream less than 5 minutes. Never mind, ads are on Twitch. Hold on. We gotta wait. Give it un momento, por favor. Okay. Ads are done. So, the thing that we're doing today that's going to be really stupid is we are going to buy locomotives for the express purpose of selling them. Can't stay. Ooh, lucky celebrating your birthday. Man, why are there so many August birthdays? I've got my own. I've got like 5 friends. There's you now to add to the list. Going to have literally everybody was born in August, and anybody who tells you otherwise is a big fat liar. That's the real rule of thumb here. I sure do love and fuel capital? What? JHR, are you drunk already? You said you were gonna do a drinking game. I was born in November. Considering the statistics of how many August birthdays there are, clearly false. Clearly can't be true. I know one person who was unfortunate enough to be born on December 28th, which, first of all, is the anniversary of my mother's plane crash, so that's fun. But also, that's so close to Christmas. The poor bloke never got any birthday presents for himself. Ah, well, I don't talk to him anymore, not my problem. I'm just far enough to separate BD and Crisis. Honestly, it is a crisis, though. Born on Christmas Eve? Ow. As a 5-year-old kid, the Kurt Cobain haircut would look pretty good at that age, huh? For legal reasons, that is a joke. Cousin was born on the 26th. That is another big ouch. Like with RPG, at least, you know, you've got a couple of days, right? You got a few weeks to spare. Good news, I'm starting Sugar Keg. My only problem is now is finding a darn funnel. Good luck! If you're in the United States, Wiseman Model Services sells some nice parts, so... Being born on Christmas means you get double gifts. It's kind of like this weird thing where if you're not on Christmas but you're really close, you get less gifts, but if you're actually on Christmas, you get all the gifts because you're a miracle child or something stupid like that. Perfect, because I can do a chain gift where I get a small thing related to a topic, and then, hey, true, a big gift on Christmas. And you don't have to wait at all, you lucky son of a gun. Please call me Frisco. Yes, I'm in the Discord. Honestly, it's really funny seeing what what different usernames people have on different websites. Because for the longest time, I had DataV on, like, Twitter, I had Slammo on Twitch and what was it? Ko-Fi. I had on YouTube, I had Storage Unit. My new username is so far out from Mudge. It's just pretty close. What are you talking about? Don't mind me not even registering that you were Mudge. You know what? I'm going to adjust my rendering because we're not on a heavily modded save anymore. Let's set the quality to ultra, see how my PC handles. That was a terrifying lag spike. San Francisco. It's Sans Francisco, thank you very much. That's the correct way to call it. Okay, let's pump this train full of air. Oh? Somebody got lucky with that Wheel of Pain. Somebody got frustratingly lucky with that Wheel of Pain. I have to do 1850s Brakeman sim with a train that consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 engines? Are you kidding me? Well, it's one of those days. Deviant are running wild with this line. Please do not clip that. Please do not. I don't need it. Oh, God. Meanwhile, I've been Marioshi4723 for most of my internet life. I don't think I've ever had a different username or anything that wasn't a school or working out. Personally, over the years, I've changed my username a lot because I never really found one that fully fit. Ironically, the one I use the most is one I got from Geometry Dash because I lost all of my save data. Oh, and before I forget, we need pulpwood. Desperately. Just over here running a NASCAR race. Oh no, NASCAR on my train community? Started with Truck Dude 48, then had West Starbound 56, and now this. Mood. Over here crying about not being able to get the locomotives that my grandpa never got. Don't worry about family legacy. Don't worry if you can't buy those things. Like, start your own legacy rather than trying to, copy someone else's, you know? Went from 11-year-old Xbox 360 to semi-edgy 14-year-old to then this at 16. Yeah, I got the username Stir at 15, and prior to that, the username I had was Ruler of the Couch. You know, normal stuff. Started with a full-on Korean username, then for a while with Soda Fox Art. For a while, we had to put that into the showcase. What do you mean? And now it's Synth Soda's 21. It's always kind of fun to hear the history of people's usernames and, like, a little bit... the history of the sequence of usernames and the history of how the username came to be, you know? It used to be Nephorite Eel. Honestly, that's a badass name. At least you don't get nicknames like Couchfucker. Hey, you don't know what I like. God. Could you imagine actually naming yourself that online? That'd be so cursed. Used to be Daylight 671. I have no clue why that number. Hey, sometimes just random numbers stick, okay? I think I had a role in a group chat called Trainfucker. Oh, God. And because you put that in brackets, I can only think of that as Spamton reading it aloud. Glorious. And by glorious, I mean absolutely terrible. Yeah, you can't make a new line in YouTube or in Twitch. Actually, can you hit enter on Twitch to make an indent? Is that possible? I don't remember. I don't use Twitch enough. The last time I watched a live stream was a friend playing Voices of the Void just casually. Once considered changing my username to starting Streamer4723 because of my Tourette's, but my older brother said Marioshi4723 is better. Probably to give me more confidence because I'm really insecure. Yeah, and putting that on full display like, oh, I'm really insecure about this. By the way, it's the entirety of my online username and identity. That would not end up well. What game is this? It says so in the description, both for YouTube. Well, it doesn't say so in the description. It's just like a little blurb at the bottom. Twitch has tags that tells you. It's a Railroader. And for the record, we do have some mods active today. We have some locomotive mods in case that was not obvious based on the Camelback. But the big mod that has defined the name of the stream is we have the Used Equipment Emporium. And the thing we're going to do to make this railroad not have to deal with debt is we are going to buy locomotives that we are never going to use. We are going to repair them, and we are going to sell them. We're house flipping. Oh, I accidentally applied the brake line here. Oops. Excuse me, my bad. Is this game free? You think this game would be free with how good it is? No, this is a $30 game on Steam. The SP had a camelback? The UP had 2? That's wild. Are you gonna take the mixed trade? Nah, that's up to you, bud. If you can't handle the cars in the interchange, that's okay. We'll do another service later in the day. And there will be a bunch of pulpwood cars. Focus on the pulpwood cars if possible. I've got 6 here, but I'm not going to be taking them with me because I want to keep this train kind of lightweight. And by kind of lightweight, I mean I am carrying 10 locomotives, only one of which is operational. Oh yeah, by the way, for those of you who haven't touched Railroader in about the same amount of time as I have, look at this little dude. Isn't it so cute? Can I post a link? I think Twitch and YouTube would nuke you off the face of the earth for hosting links. It's not something I get to choose. Alright, Mudge, I will hold here and wait for you to come through. Oh, my stream was behind. What do you mean your stream was behind? You're commenting specifically on the, on what I was talking about when I mentioned it. What do you mean? You doing the FPS Express? Exactly! Exactly. We're doing houseflipping.mp4. I need no 6.0 camelback in my life. The way you phrase that, JHR, looks like one of those posts about how somebody needs a goth MILF in their life. Are you trying to insinuate that this and that are one and the same? No, I have to split it. Oh, goodness. That's only half? Or not, maybe not half, but like, that's not even the full thing? Hot diggity. If you get the Scrapalatia mod, you can scrap locomotives for money. It's not a... Sounds like... Sounds like it would be less work. I'm not sure. Like, why not just sell the engine? Is it, like, worth more? Can you do it in place or something? I'm surprised camelbacks aren't in the base game. Camelbacks were very railroad specific, and for this region of the world, they weren't really that common. Not to mention their very strange designs. I mean, sure, they're fun, they look cool, and us rail fans will love the living daylights out of them. But for somebody who's not as much of a rail fan as us, they might get a little confused by it. Understandably so. They're mostly northeast. Exactly, exactly. Could you imagine? God, could you imagine an engine running in the northeast corridor? Isn't this game like the Midwest is kind of close? No, no, it is not kind of close. It's the southeast. Actually, is it the southeast? I don't know exactly. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it is the southeast, isn't it? Because it's North Carolina, isn't it? But no, the reason that camelbacks are so popular in certain regions of the world was because they could burn anthracite coal better. In fact, they could burn anthracite coal in the first place. And so they were used in places where anthracite coal mining was common, and I don't think that's the case in the southeast. Goodness gracious, we're coasting along, huh? Gotta slow it down a little bit before we hit this corner. Oh, they actually adjusted the switch here. That's nice. That's nice. You know what? I think we can make it on this low water tank. We should survive. We should live. I think it's in the Carolinas, like North Carolina, mid-southeast. Yeah, isn't it the Great Smoky Mountain Railroad? Or I guess it's the Murphy branch, because we know there's a couple Southern foamers on the server who will skin me alive if I don't call it that. Some reason to keep picturing and hearing the old Six Flags man on this tender, huh? What's he got to do with this? So, I do know this train is all oiled up. We have to remember that some locomotives are like 29% value. So, we need to keep eyes open for hotboxes. What's your favorite tender type and why? What? Huh? I don't have a favorite tender type. I don't care about tenders as much as I do locomotives. Do people, like, normally have that? Do people have tender types they particularly enjoy? Is that a normal thing for rail fans? Whaleback tenders are near. I don't think they're near, all things considered. This is a coal-burning railroad. Narrow bunker or a fuck you, look forward kind of guy. Okay, that's fair. That's understandable. Why not both? Also, look at this poor little 040. Look at her wheels spinning. Her tiny little driver is going at full speed down the line. What's your opinion on alternative history model railroads? I don't really partake in that, so I can't comment. Actually, I guess I do partake in that, don't I? Because isn't every fictional railroad an alternate history railroad? Disconnect her drive rods, for God's sakes. Never! She shall suffer before she makes it to her location, her new home. Also, look at this. 96%, but 50% max repair? Hello? Oh, also, for what it's worth, this Camelback, we bought it at 67% max repair. So, yeah. We're running a little underpowered. I've got the 71% loco. Yeah, you lucky bastard. Bastard. Who's moving freight, though? Look at how long this... Look at how many engines I have to pull. I've got so much dead weight, man. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have brought this car with me, huh? I should have set that up to... Oops. Oh well, it's fine. Oh, that does remind me, though. We need to look for locomotives that are dirt cheap. We need to house flip. That's the entire point of the save. That's the entire point of this live stream. Come on, we can find something, right? Anything? That's not bad. Ooh, hello. That's a pretty good Jeep. Anything else? Oh, how's the interchange looking? Mudge. Oh, I completely forgot about the Ela Bridge. I also completely forgot to grab any of the stuff to help repair these trains. Oops. Is there empty space that I can use? That's the question. That's the king question today. You can buy things. Let's go. Okay, perfect, perfect. Let's buy that. GP9 for dirt cheap. That one's kind of cheap. What? $92? Are you guys seeing this? Boing. Well, that's a steal. Anything else good here? Yeah, that one's good. Caboose. Okay, I think we've got all the good deals for the day. That thing is a pair of wheels, I know, right? $92, 1%, 60% repair maximum, but we can do it. This save it. You know what? We should probably buy more boxcars to fill up with parts, shouldn't we? We're going to need so many parts. Hello, Turboliners. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Might just be paper holding that liquid. We need parts on rotation constantly. Let's see here. Is there any more? There's not any more boxcars right now. Buy that, though. It's K35. That's pretty flippable. Like, that's another 13 grand, 12 grand right there. It's pretty good. There's another K35 for a pretty good price. It's a pretty good price for... Wait, no, this one. Okay, never mind. That's a bad price. I stand corrected. I think we've got all of the good deals today. Hope so. Set this sucker up while we can. I love this random diesel just sitting here. That's glorious. Stir locomotive works. Yeah, basically. We're just here to repair as many locomotives as we physically can, so that we can get more money, so that we can buy more locomotives, so we can get more money, so we can buy more locomotives. I have a little baggie labeled Lokester motive parts. Oh, right, because it didn't survive shipping so well because of reasons. Ugh. How do you buy stuff for cheap? A mod. There's a mod that allows you to have this extra menu here that when you open it up, it'll give you a bunch of pieces of rolling stock that are damaged. And they'll be at varying degrees of damage and varying degrees of cheapness. The number resets at noon and at... what's the other time that it resets? Midnight. Twice a day. And what you can do with this information is you can do stuff like this, where you buy a million cheap engines, repair them, and then sell them to other railroads. It's pretty fun. It's a very silly idea, but I like it because it just adds a sort of weird industry to the game, you know? That you have to maintain in a very different way to anything else. It's awesome. Later? Yeah, we will get money later. You think we get money now? Take care. Stop. Take care. the mod called? I don't remember. I think it's something built by Lego. Can ask Mudge or ask in the Railroader chat on the Discord. It's the best way to find out. Or get Mudge into the chat. You know, once we get to Whittier, I'm just gonna have to turn around and go straight back, huh? We got more stuff to pick up. We got more freight, more rolling stock, more locomotives. Not gonna lie, that SD9 is kind of cool looking. Yeah, sometimes just a simple single-tone paint job is fun, you know? But, bad news is getting sold off. Practically immediately. Heyo, Zero, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. You know what? I should probably buy more locomotive, or not buy, download more locomotive mods just so we can have literally all of the locomotives just shuttling up and down this line for repairs. New save, might as well. It's been a while, and there's some funkiness going on with a rail loader. I'll give you a list post-stream, but part of the fun is exploring, you nerd. Have you ever looked at getting a Bachmann 130 Whitcomb diesel? Yes. Have you ever considered becoming a channel supporter? The reality is, any project I ever want to do is going to require money, right? And I am broke constantly. I have overshot the point that I meant to stop at, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll survive. Maybe. Hopefully. Okay, we have survived. We are good. Just on Empire Corridor? I don't know the game. Trying out turbo liners. Empire Corridor. I don't remember the Empire Corridor. Is that the one up in Michigan? Or is that something completely different and I just don't know modern stuff very well? Such as the life of Model Railroader, always near always broke. It's even worse for me though, because YouTube is my full-time job, you know? Like, I have to spend money on new projects constantly. Like the... Oh, that reminds me. Bam. Better. Because my birthday is in 5 days. Actually, you know what? That makes this as good a time as any to plug Ko-Fi. Hey, become a member. Maybe you could join the streams if you get one of the higher tiers. But we have, like, a Minecraft server. I post images early and get feedback from people. Post projects early and get feedback from people. Still looking for affordable speakers for your sound logos? I found primarily iPhone speakers and I was able to get them for super cheap. Not really, because 15 bucks, 12 bucks a speaker isn't terrible for me. Especially when I'm dropping as much as I am on a sound decoder in the first place. Though, I do... Somebody did suggest something really funny that I need to do sometime. I desperately need to build a Caramel Dancing excursion car. And if I'm going to do that, I need to buy, like, a really cheap Bluetooth speaker off of Amazon or something. In the era the game is set that SD9 would be almost brand new. That's hilarious because it means that whoever drove that SD9 crashed it really hard. It's at 28% and at 50%. They've run it for a really long time too. Heyo, TK, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the house flipping stream. This is clearly Jerma's house flipping stream, right? He did that once, right? I don't know Jerma. 54 cents? What? Hot damn. But for flipping houses, we better wear protection. Why would you bring a condom to a house flipping project? Are you really that afraid that a rusty nail is gonna do something to you? Oh my god, right, hold on. I forgot to do that. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna skip... Never mind, we're not skipping time. Okay, we are skipping time. For a support shed? You don't want to have to pay for a support shed? What, are sheds the escorts of the woodworking world? Crack your back. You see, I can't crack my back, I can crack my knuckles. Does that count for something? Have you ever been to Texas? Nope. The only places I've been are California, Colorado, Michigan, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, and Washington, D.C. That's it. I've obviously been to Oregon, too, but that... And Washington, I guess, but Washington... Come on, they're the same place. Like, they're right here. They're home. Awkward silence is very loud. That is the unfortunate side effect of watching on YouTube. Well, the VODs go straight there. You don't get as many people talking. Is cool to live here. It's very hot in Texas. What do you mean? Unless you're talking about that one time that they, like... had power go down for a week. Alright, Mudge, just so you know, and just so you're on the same page as me, plan of action right now. I am going to shove these cars to Connolly up the hill, park them, and then time skip for an hour. Then I'm going to head back to the interchange, grab the cars that are there. Sound good? Because I assume that just one engine isn't going to handle all of the freight from the interchange. Collecting the pulp cars now. Roger, roger. If you think your train is getting too long, just leave whatever you think is too large for me. Oh my god, I just realized I forgot... Wilmot. No, I got Wilmot. Let's go! Hell yeah. Okay, we're good. Texas is nice except in the summer. Dude, summer is the worst months of the year. I will die on that hill. Oh, you get to go out swimming, you get to go to these tropical destinations. I am going to sweat to death. How's the stream? It's going good so far. It's going good. The reason it's called house flipping is because we have bought an unreasonable amount of locomotives for the express purpose of selling them after repairing them. It's the entire reason we're calling this house flipping. Summer is great, the heat isn't. Honestly, there's nothing going on in summer either. Not enough stuff. Can we keep the 04 OST, the gray one, as resident switcher? Maybe. For the low, low price of money. Oh, I got a email. Oh, right. I got a package today, don't I? Yeah, the order was just delivered. Gotcha, gotcha. That's what that was for. What did you get? I got a Hawthorne Village 260 that was 20 bucks. $9 plus... No, it wasn't even $9. It was $9 plus 10 for shipping. It was great. Gotta clean out my dad's ancient 242 Lionel locomotive. If you ever need help with that, go ping TK on the Discord. He'd probably know what to do. Wheel of Pain, you say? I got bad news, Mudge. That was a 4. And we all... What's 4? 4 is time out yourself. I love that that's in the roulette here on Twitch. For those of you on YouTube, people can spend channel points, which are just free things you get for watching. It's just like participation awards, basically. You can spend those, and you can roll the dice. And it can do something as harmless as make me stretch. It can do something as harmful as, cause me to go and have to use handbrakes for an hour. And in this case, it can get you banned for 5 minutes. How many moguls do you have? Probably about 12 at this point. I don't know, I haven't counted. I have a bunch of spare part bins ones. How many 10-wheelers he has? 1. I got it a couple of days ago for 20 bucks. It's an HO scale. It's one of the big drivered versions, but it doesn't come with a tender. Bachmann, not one of the Tyco ones. It's a Bachmann. And before somebody starts interrogating me about all the 009 engines I have, that I haven't shown off in God knows how long. Make a 2660. Articulated engines are really hard to build. I will happily pass. Cumberland Shops is an 130 10-wheeler trenchy kit. Trust me, I know it's not the right Bachmann 460. There's 2 different Bachmann 460s. This one is way too big for the job. Should show off the custom paint job I did? Go ahead. We've got model trains as a chat room for a reason, right? I'm about as down bad for 10-wheelers as I am for 060 Camelbacks. Please do not fuck the trains. It's so steamy hot. You know, you say that, JHR, that sounds like a line that somebody would say in one of those, like, YouTube true horror channels, where they're, like, talking about the victim of the greatest crown sheet failure known to man, and the last words that they were heard saying out loud to any other human being was, "It's just so steamy hot." It's not a model, it's a stock car from NASCAR. We do have minis and kits as a bonus chat room that people have to opt into for non-train stuff. How else would more trains exist in the Thomas universe? Look, don't give them more ideas. We've already seen some very cursed things on the... You know what? Just for that, we're pulling out the egg popsicle. This train can wait. This is what you get. That's a new one. You get the disappointment of knowing that you're not seeing the real deal. Almost got an 130 outside frame 440 for 75. I got one for 75, but it didn't have its pilot truck, which is a small issue. Okay. Mudge. I'm time skipping. Hello? What? That's weird. Alright. Where can I find an outside frame door 3260? You're gonna have to build one yourself. This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them! Don't worry, we'll make it 3 for the next April Fools. Actually, I've had a couple of ideas for the net. Oh. Monday's video is sponsored. You guys are going to love the sponsorship read. It's amazing. I spent way too much time planning it. I know members have already seen it, because obviously they get early access to the videos, but... Shush. Double M sponsor? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, you're a member, you'd know, but shush. Today's video is sponsored by Manscaped. Yeah, that's right, we have to shave the underside of our locomotive motors. It's the biggest engine you have on this save. Technically an SD9. Or, sorry, SD7, my bad. But, biggest engine that's actually functional? We're running it right now. Imagine if Bachman sponsored him. I wish. Problem is, I'm not a big enough channel. Legitimately, I don't get enough money per month. There's a reason that I'm trying to push for sponsorships more heavily these days, because... even with them, I'm making only about 250 bucks a month. I'm not making much. I'm going to have to start a part-time job soon, if anything. Not gonna lie, I'd love to make a business with the 00 scale rolling stock. I wish I could. I just don't have the skills for it right now, and I don't have the time to practice because of YouTube. And I'm also practicing other things. Only trams is an option. Do you really think people would want to see me in that environment? If anything, it'd just be easier to write, like, stories for furries that are willing to pay good money to see their characters do big body smacks. How close are we to the bottom of Connolly? Now we're getting there. Just seeing the single diesel at the back of the train. Bunch of cars to Whittier. Hi, Leaving Silva, I'm Dad. Stir ASMR. I've considered that, too. Opening like a Fiverr and making it so people can pay me to say lines. But I don't know, I'm just either too much of a coward or don't know what I'm doing when it comes to that kind of stuff. Oh! Right, hold on. Guys, it's time to roll the dice again. Okay, C40. At a good old 57,100. Whoa! Whoa! There's a good price. Yeah, that one A5 and ooh, a G16. That's an okay one. Your character reminds me of Ashley? No, bad. Somebody get the squirt bottle, please. No. I am on the internet enough to understand what you are referencing, and I am mucho concerned. What do we got? What do we got? Anything good? Oh, hello, hello, pulpwood. We need pulpwood. How about Caboose? That one's pretty good price. Skeleton, okay, that's workable. Okay, that's workable. How much money we got? We got money. Where was it? There we go. A5. Mogul. Masted. Oh, we don't have enough money. Hold on. We gotta take out more of a loan. You cannot tell me that smug face doesn't look like her. Honestly, I don't remember what her smug face looks like. I just know the game itself. Just got a DoorDash ad that was essentially, why eat in a restaurant when your kid wants to go to when you can have it delivered? I'll give you a good answer. Because it's cheaper. It's so much less money. Like, hello? I mean, don't get me wrong, having stuff like DoorDash is convenient. But also, ugh. Hello, Strasbourg. Welcome to the stream. Oh, welcome to the stream. Oh, it has been an hour. You know what that means. I'm safe, chat. I'm safe. I'm protected. Oh, wait, hold on. We need more boxcars. Are there any more boxcars to grab here? Immediately followed that up with a Wheel of Pain. Oh, you got the most boring option. I'm sorry, Topaz. You rolled a 7. Alright, hold on. That one's excellent. Can you imagine the railroads that just have to deal with our bullshit? They just see us constantly buying all these brand new freight cars and then immediately sending them off to grab random stuff. To get, like, parts at 7%. They're, like, barely held together. I thought there was timeout. Nah. Maybe it should be, honestly. It'd be funny. Make people really suffer more. Got my first MTH engine. I don't know much about MTH. Aren't they an O-scale kind of person? Or kind of company? About to get an NCA power cab. Power cabs are great. I have one. It's what I use for the Little Loop Railroad. Alright. Can leave that there. And you know what? Since we're running Loco lightweight, I don't think we need to turn this engine. I'm willing to make an exception. It's a power cab. A power cab is a DCC system. It's designed to be... It's a handheld throttle that's designed to be plugged in and used as the main bus for a DCC system. It's pretty cool. I'm oddly excited about this. The fact is, it just adds more paperwork in a really funny and interesting way. It's actually kind of cool, you know? Having a scrap line of locomotives that you have to occasionally switch out with a little 040. Tempted in the future to try out DCC with my narrow gauge engines, however, considering how old some of the chassis are, some may not be able to be converted. See, the thing is, as long as the frame itself isn't picking up the power, DCC is easy. It's so comical, but for a Parastrap style playthrough works so well. Exactly. Like, it's a little bit stupid, but in a good way. Alright, since I'm going to be hitting the main in a moment here, should I hold for you in Thomas Valley? Oh, wait, I don't have coal. Never mind, I'm not hitting the main in a moment. Thomas Valley might be. Okay, just leaving Dills. Okay, roger. Yeah, you're in Cowie right now. Actually, I might just hold here in Whittier, because I do have to fuel up on coal, and so if I go to Thomas Valley, I don't know. Gotta stop it in Wilmot. Yeah, but if you're gonna... I guess you do have to do that for passengers, but for freight, it's easier to do that going back. So... You get it. That is true. That is true. I can easily take that up because I'm not going to be doing much else on the way back. Can't find many Fornies in 0-30. Fornies are rare and popular. It's kind of hard to get them for a good price. My father was lucky with his $200 one. I was extremely lucky with the $100 one I got. Still want to make a Mastodon so bad. Did you know there's actually Mastodons in HO scale? For like the price of your kidney. But they're there. Actually, I don't know if they're there. Don't quote me on that. Need one for a project I'm working on. If you're going to plan on making a small 0-30 like tender engine that's an 040 or a 240, just go for the Cumberland Shops kit. They're about the same price, except they actually come with a tender. Sorry, they're about the same price as a Forney. But they come with a tender. They just scrap a Thomas the Tank Engine character. Much better for a small 040 for a project. Alright. We top up on coal. Oh, we've got enough water. I think we can make it down there just fine. Pretty sure I got approved to display the layout at a local train show. Pretty sure is not confirmed. Trust me, we've had our fair share of years in the past where we were pretty sure and we didn't get it. If so, congrats, but don't hold your breath. It's an okay price. Mastodon, that's a terrible price. 10-wheeler. I really want to buy something else, even though we've probably got all we need. It's not bad. It's bad, that's bad, that's bad. It's okay, it's okay. That one's good. I'm surprised I didn't buy that yet. Grab one of you. Alright, Mudge hitting the main. Check your DMs. I do not check Discord in the middle of the stream. If I get pinged in the middle of the stream, I assume that it is my sister or my father telling me something very dire. Or maybe a friend telling me something dire. I do not check Discord. Unless I think it is an emergency. Also, like, I don't often accept DMs on Discord. Because, like, I understand that I'm a YouTuber, and in some way socialization is the big thing that I do, but at the same time I need to be able to limit that socialization to some degree. For the sake of my own sanity. I'm not, but I still plan to finish it before then, just in case I actually am selected. That is a good call. Because, hey, it means that you'll actually get the project done, right? Sometimes that's the kick in the pants, or a, It's not a friend request, just a random message that references what I was talking about earlier. Same thing, because giving people the ability to DM me, and, like, there's a message requests don't ping me at all, but DMs that I've accepted do. At least we aren't hauling a line of gunpowder, Vance. Hey, all we need is a little bit of, if we put a fire in all the steam engines we're hauling, all 20 of them, God, I want to buy more, but I really don't think any of these are good deals. This one's okay. That one's fine. That one's terrible. I probably should have my view open so I don't smash into Mudge at Thomas Valley. Okay, I'll take the siding, Mudge. You can take the main. I have an end scale layout on one of those tables that floats. Folds? Folds makes a lot more sense. Man, could you imagine being in the bath and just running a train? Just on top of the water. That'd be so cool, but also I could never do that. I could never trust the water. Hello. Look at this train go. Just imagine an amphibious train. It would just be frogs. Frogs all over. Stopping to gib cars. I think I'll keep going. Because I might as well actually do what the stream title is, right? I might as well keep house flipping, right? Okay, you. Unload. Load. You. Unload. Load. You. Unload. Load. Oh my god, there's so many cars, guys. Oh my god. I love this. This is so stupid. When is the interchange scheduled for again? 15:10? Let's speed that up a little bit. Actually, no, let's not speed that up a little bit. Mudge is getting... Mudge has all of the pulpwood cars. Hydra! You know, I forgot to get water before the stream started. So I'm actually running kind of low. It's good to hydrate. It's really important that I drink because, oh my god, it is so hot outside. But I'm going to need to get more water at some point. Working on an HO layout and suck at ballasting. Do you have any tips? Not really. I've only ballasted once. The best tip I can give is make sure that your switches can move and that your flanges have the area, have room to roll freely. Also make sure that your locomotives don't over ballast. Under ballast, if anything. You'll have to hydrate, you'll get a crown sheet failure. Is that why there's pimples on my nose right now? Mother might be coming to pick me up. I'll get into a siding at Whittier, then I've got to run for a bit to figure things out. No worries! I'll be able to pick up that train and pick things up, and you have cars with parts in them, which means we can actually do the funny thing. Yum! Scrap! Please do not eat the metal with hepatitis B on it. I beg. Alright, where are we at? Probably... Yeah, there we are, okay. It's just extra crunchy with flavor on it. You're making me hungry! It's pizza night tonight, man! Do we have a cement plant yet so we can eat it? Not yet. We need to save up another couple $1,000,000. you need an engine, I have one. It's a Lego 04 saddle tank. Dude, that Showcase 280, I loved that engine. That was really well done. And if there was ever a train to actually get me into Lego modeling, that would be it. So it does remind me, I need to release Brickerdoodle as a fully fledged model for out of Legos. Rather proud of how that turned out. Where's the ballast quarry? It'll just be cereal. God, could you imagine? Crunch munch. Who needs teeth, anyways? Rail crunch, get now, today! 5 FPS man has left. God, yeah, I didn't think about how many locomotives there were. Yeah, sure, we don't have as much mods or as many freight cars, but while repairing locomotives is fun, it also tanks frames a little bit. Just a smidge. It's funny, though. You know what, though? Because of that, I'm going to modify the config. I'm going to make it so that the number of passenger and freight cars we get are much greater than normal. When you release Brickerdoodle, I'm gonna get one just to make it run on my 4-stud trackage. I got bad news. The engine is 4 studs. Like, it's a tiny design. Oh, I thought we were closer to the end of the tunnel already. Oh, we are closer to the end of the tunnel. We're just on the wrong side. Next thing you know, there'll be a mod for a boat on a flatbed. Yeah, buy that from the secondhand shop. I know, I meant to give it proper flanged wheels. Good luck with that. In order to make the design work, all the studs are sideways. I wish I could do it. I wish I could motorize her. I think it'd be really fun to make an actual, like, 2-stud gauge locomotive or whatever. But I don't think there is a good way of doing that. Train on the water, boat on the track. That sounds like the name of... I don't know. What is it? It sounds like a song. Man, whoever mentioned food or whatever, making me hungry. I'm probably going to have to end stream early. I'm getting very hungry and I need to tell my dad to make some pizza. Train in the water, boat on the track is a family. Oh, well, of course I don't know what it is then. No wonder. No duh! I don't know Family Guy. Also, are there marker lights on this engine? No. No, there are not. Dang. You know what? Stretch. Y'all should also do aerobics sometime. Ugh. It is good to stretch. Helps keep you awake, helps keep you alive. Heyo, Colorado, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. Admittedly, it's been a while since we've done streams in the first place. Lord knows how long. I mean, I guess we had those two recently, but not a Railroader one. Alright, chat. We're almost there. We've almost completed the run. After all these years. God, I keep forgetting just how long the run from Silva to Whittier is. How many miles is this? 2, 3, 4, 5... Well, hold on. It's from 45 to 57. 12 miles. No wonder it takes like 20 minutes to get from one end of the line to the other. Trying to make a transfer wagon for the narrow gauge and just run a standard gauge track. Dude, that would be hilarious if we got Snickerdoodle a transfer wagon for O scale, O gauge. That would be comedy gold. You know the White Pass and Yukon Road? Of course I do. Who doesn't? International 3-foot gauge, which I can assume the current administration is not helping. How would it be powered for the engines in it? Simple. You just make it so the wheels that the engines are turning have power pickups. You take pickups from the rails and then you put them into the engine. Bam. Bingo. And then you could have a little switch on the bottom that rerouted power based on whether or not you're using a 3-rail system or a 2-rail system. Conceptually, it's not that hard. It's just actually hard to execute, you know? Aha! We have freight. We'll leave that for somebody else to do later. Not my problem. For now. No wonder Mudge didn't have any trouble. He didn't pick anything up. Okay, you only picked up like half the stuff, but shush. Gonna go now. Have fun with this. Don't worry, we'll end the stream soon enough. You won't miss out on anything. Literally, all I'm gonna do is get that those box cars into place. Call it there. But first, oh god, the interchange is full. There's so many engines. Gotta go have fun. Man, everybody's leaving! Stream dies after only 2 hours, ASMR. Uh-oh. Whew! That is too close for comfort. That should not have happened. Yikes. Okay. Manual. Manuel. Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's a family dinner. Lucky. Honestly, family dinners, on one hand, I'd rather watch YouTube. On the other hand, it's kind of nice to talk to people sometimes, you know? Just chat with family and friends and whatnot. And friends. Yeah, that's right. We invited Uncle Bob again. All right. Let's get these cars into position and let's call it a day. I have a good one. I sure hope to. It better be a good one. It's a pizza night. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. And I will see you all, I don't know when, probably on Thursday, actually? There's high possibility we're going to be going live on Thursday, but on the main channel. I threw that switch, game. Throw normal by unknown car? What do you mean? It's annoying. Nice to be back in the swing of things. Even if we don't do streams, I probably will continue offering rare order sessions for channel supporters. But that's information for people who aren't here right now, unfortunately. There. It's thrown. It's good. Swear to God if this throws underneath me as this train's rolling over. And with that, bid you all a fond farewell. I shall see you all around. I shall see you all on Monday for a quick little video. Cheers, folks.